Over the last several years, we've covered a lot, and I mean a lot, of Allplay and other publishers' assorted trick takers, shedders, climbers, and other small box card games, to the point where it's kind of hard to find something that feels really new. Now, don't get me wrong, I got my favorites from Sail to Mori to Scout, but I need that hidden novelty to feel some sort of spark. And well, it might not be for everyone, but holy hell does Sick Tricks go long ways to stand apart. The world of skateboarding, like everything else in our fallen world, has been taken over by robot overlords, and the only way to rebel is doing, well, sick tricks. But it's not enough to do them. You have to be able to boast, claiming you'll do them, then pull it off as predicted to really show off your skills. At the start of every round, 12 objective cards are laid out corresponding to 3 days of 4 tricks each. Importantly, not rigidly aligning to one evaluated per trick as you might think. More on that in a bit. Then players announce how many conditions they will meet throughout the round, then half of those bids must be rigidly locked into cards of their choice, following a period of assessment, planning, and review of their hands. Then 12 tricks are played, where the lead player starts and everyone must follow suit if possible, with the highest on-suit player winning the trick, or if a Super Rad Sentai Robot Dude trump card is played, the highest Super Rad Sentai Dude Robot trump card wins. And during the first 4 tricks, if any of the pink condition cards are met, you must put a cube onto them even if you didn't predict this specific card, which if you have some in your bid, I'm going to totes complete some cards pool left, it comes from there and scores 1 point. But if you didn't predict this one and you don't have any cubes in your bid pool left, you take remaining cubes from your supply and put them in the negative spot because gosh darn it, you weren't supposed to make that one happen. Yeah, sometimes you really don't want to do tricks that you didn't predict, and that's really the whole shtick of the game. Then, after the first 4 tricks, you evaluate the blue prediction cards against the player discard piles, where cards that won tricks are face up and accounted for, cards that didn't win are face down. You do the same with the next 4 tricks on day 2, then day 3, and you count points, reset board, and play one more day of 12 tricks, and the highest points wins. Sick Tricks is whack, but in a kind of awesome way. I'm really in love with the aesthetic, which totally embraces this slacker counterculture vibe, and the sort of boasting bravado works really well with the skateboard competition theme. But here's the thing. This game, even in the best of conditions, is hard enough to wrap your brain around the various stages of bidding, fulfillment, completion of goals, lack of completion, let alone actually feeling like you're doing it in a skillful way where you're anticipating the things that you might actually be able to pull off. It feels really, really good when things line up, and I love that the predictions are not only based on what you think you can accomplish, but actually morph your strategy as you go to see what you can use your more flexible bid pool for. If I felt burnt out by simple trick-taking games, then Sick Tricks is a radical balm. But it's also one that amps up the precision and deft card play that can already be a barrier for some and slathers on a thick layer of commitment, meaning it's far from accessible. But if you wanted that layer of strategy, that flair, that bravado, or you just love trick takers but you needed a hit of something new, then this game is well worth checking out. And that's our review. But let me know, what do you think of skateboarding games? Are there better ways to incorporate this sort of Adult Swim slacker theme? And what's your favorite trick-taking game? Put it in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching, thanks for supporting, thanks for being such an awesome community. You know that I've been Jack for the Cardboard Herald.